place that isn't a place. It's a liminal digital cabaret. Not too hard to find if you try, as long as you got decent Wi-Fi. Crash, bam, alakazam, each Tuesday night at 8 p.m. You'll see what I mean when you get on the scene. Find the coolest place in cyberspace you never been. You are lost and you wanna be found. Come on down, come on down. If you're looking for that brand new sound, come on down, come on down. If you need someone to pick you up the ground, come on down, come on down. Don't care if you lose it, just gotta get through it. It's more than just music, it's the lounge. It's more than just music, it's the lounge. My love, my life, my lodestars. Welcome to episode 2 of The Lounge, Season Kate. I am your hostess with the mostest ghostess, award-winning polymath of stage and stream, Kate Nix. And this is my partner in crime, the venomous and vile shaper of textiles, the one and only master of snake style, my husband Ophidian the Cobra, who we call Frog because...
Because I'm a pile of frogs in a human suit.
That would be correct. Come, all ye goblins, gremlins, girlies, ghouls, gargoyles, and gabies. You are formally invited to lubricate your groove muscles and make some noise in the chat. Make some noise in the chat. We are also joined this evening by the celebrational algorithm for rhythmic observance leverage, aka Carol. We're excited for you to be here too, Carol. Anything specific you have in store for us this evening? Well, that's concerning. TG promised me last week that she'd make this album cycle fun, funky, and fresh for me, so I'm very interested to know what her instructions were for you.
Greetings, goblins and Grammys. Who is ready to make some choices?
I'm guessing me?
No.
No?
No. You do not make the choice. Goblin make the choice.
Wait, so what are we doing tonight?
Now, what are we doing tonight?
Kate Nix. First, you need to appease the executives that are watching back at Total Recording Awesome Studio headquarters. And the only way you can do that is by singing the song I have selected for you. I will tell you when I have everything else set up.
Okay.
You do not need to wriggle your ridges about that, Goblin. It's all part of the plan.
Okay. I guess I'll sing this song while you get everything set up. Really, this song?
It is to inspire you.
Thanks, Goblin. I wanna be rich and I want lots of money. I don't care about clever, I don't care about funny. Want loads of clothes and fuck loads of diamonds. Heard people die when they're trying to find them. I'll take my clothes off and it will be shameless, 'cause everyone knows that's how you get famous. Look at the sun and I look in the mirror. I'm on the right track, yeah, I'm on to a winner. I don't know what's right and what's real anymore. I don't know how I'm meant to feel anymore. When do you think it will all become clear? I'm being taken over by the fear. Life's about film stars and less about mothers. It's all about fast cars and cussing each other. It doesn't matter, 'cause I'm packing plastic. That's what makes my life so fucking fantastic. I am a weapon, massive consumption. It's not my fault, it's how I'm programmed to function. Look at the sun and I look in the mirror. I'm on the right track, yeah, we're on to a winner. I don't know what's right and what's real anymore. I don't know how I'm meant to feel anymore. When do you think it will all become clear? I'm being taken over by the fear. Forget about guns and forget ammunition, 'cause I'm killing them all on my own little mission. I'm not a saint and I'm not a sinner. No, everything's cool as long as I am the winner. And I don't know what's right and what's real anymore. I don't know how I'm meant to feel anymore. When do you think it will all become clear? I'm being taken over by the fear. You were doing so many hand motions. I thought something was wrong, and I looked over to you, and I was like, and they pulled me out of it. All right. The song is done, TG. I got through it. Will you relieve me of the anxiety that is waiting for a surprise?
Today, Katniss, we decide on the visual markers that will define this album cycle. Every record should have its own unique language of design to showcase the themes and concepts that differentiate one era in the musician's career from another. Failure to reinvent one's artistic image can indicate that the artist is stagnant or unwilling to grow and change with the times.
Oh, wow. You're really taking this seriously.
How dare you? I am a very silly creature.
Right. No, of course. Continue.
In order to reach your full potential, the executive team at Total Recording Awesome Studio House has come up with a foolproof, fun, and funky fresh way of deciding all of these very important details. Behold, Brandyland.
I don't even drink brandy.
No, not Brandyland, Brand-E-Land. A goofy little game for goofy little folk rockers. This is how we're going to decide what makes up your visual brand for this album cycle.
We? So, I do get a say?
No, this is between me and the Greater Goblin Hood. They will be the ones doing the deciding.
So, what do I get to do?
Make the music and keep the party partying, Goblin. Same as always. I'll just be popping in every time we reach a new area of the board to ask the viewers a question.
What are the areas of the board? I can't see from over here.
I'm getting a message from HQ. They're saying to get a move on with it.
Welcome to Mind Reading with Moxie. I'm your host, Lindsay Noel, and my guest, as always, in all realities conceivable or otherwise, is Moxie.
Breaking news. You're late. How could you forget about something so important?
How does she know?
This will change everything.
Why does she say such things?
The best things in life are free, but you can keep them for the birds and bees. Give me money, that's what I want. That's what I want, yeah, that's what I want. give me money. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Money don't get everything, it's true. What it don't get, I can't use. Give me money. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Money don't get everything, it's true. What it don't get, I can't use. Give me money. A whole lot of money. That's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want.
Wee-oo, wee-oo. It's time to get branded.
I don't think that word means what you think it means, TG.
Brand is a human word that means almost anything depending on how you are using it to convince people to do your bidding.
Never mind, you totally got it.
That is why I am GEO of Total Recording Awesome Studio House, and you are musician artist. Behold, Kate Nix, for we are approaching the Library of Brandyland. The Library of Brandyland is where we discover the overall tone of the album's visuals, where we cultivate the subcultures and concepts from which we want to draw the inspirations. From this vast array of visual vibes, my team has curated 3 different choices for the Goblin Hood. They will choose whether we pay tribute to the grit and grunge of Riot Girl, the bright and bold graphics of 60s pop, or the dark romantic energy of 70s glam rock.
Ooh, those are all great choices. I like all of them.
See, Goblin knows what she's doing. Remember, everyone, you can use Goblin Treasure for more votes if you really want one of the options to win. Oh, and by the way, Goblin, about the advertising budget.
What advertising budget?
Well,
Am I on?
there will be one, because it's what you're making tonight.
What?
Whatever capitalist validation units you make tonight, it will be the advertising budget for the album.
Seriously? Like, what if it's like $200? We're gonna spend all of that on what? Facebook ads?
Well, Mark Zuckerberg can absolutely suck my butt. His platforms are where all the elder millennial weirdos hang out, Kate Nix. We have to reach the people at their level.
I thought you said this was gonna be fun and funky and fresh for me, TG. Paying that thumb money is neither fun, nor funky, nor fresh.
Some of it will go to Spotify ads, posters, blood advertising. It's not all going to Zuckerberg.
But all of it is going to ads? Everything I make today on tips? No matter how much it is?
You have to spend the units to make the units, Goblin.
All right. It looks like the goblins have made a choice.
Yep, and that choice is Riot Girl.
I guess that makes sense given who I am. Riot Girl, yeah, I totally agree. Riot Girl's a great choice.
What would you say your fashion is today?
Today?
Like, if you were to categorize it into one of the 3 categories you offered, it's not really 60s pop, right?
I would say glam rock
It would
more
be
than
glam rock, yeah,
anything.
because of the hair.
Because of the bell bottoms.
Oh, whoa, yeah, whoa, feet.
Feet for free. Feet for free.
Excellent choice, Grammies and Goblins. Our visit to the library has come to a close. When we return from this brief intermission, we march bravely onward to Location Station.
Was I supposed to send us to the juice after that line, TG?
Juice me, Goose Lord.
Catchphrase!
No, you're supposed to.
Welcome back, ghouls and girlies. For those of you that have just joined us, we are playing Brand E Land, a goofy little game for goofy little folk rockers to decide on the visual components of the new album cycle.
Choo choo! All aboard the Brandyland Express. Next stop, location station. Choo choo!
Choo choo.
Choo-choo!
Location station is where we choose the setting for the album cover itself. Do you want Kate to be frolicking in the countryside? Stomping down the city streets? Or on her home turf here in the studio?
I have been known to both frolic in meadows and stomp down sidewalks. And stomp down meadows and frolic in sidewalks.
If we shot you here in the studio, we could just, green screen you in either of those places.
That is true.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem at all.
It wouldn't be the same without the shaming eyes of the public peering at you while you attempted to model, though.
Yeah, that's definitely got a different energy. I'm used to that being masked to public.
It's been a while since I had to ignore the peering of the general public. It might do me some good.
I think so. There's nothing more fun than being Googled and gawked at when you're in full costume in the middle of a city,
True.
sweating and angry and mad that you've got to redo the shot you're on take 17
Yeah,
of.
while there's some woman with a baby stroller just looking at you like, I cannot believe that is what you do with your life. I am a respectable stay-at-home mother from Lancaster County,
Yeah.
wearing my Lancaster, PA t-shirt.
I don't know if you remember, there's a period of time where I was, when I lived near the South Street area in Philly, where I started to get recognized as not because of wrestling, but because I was always out in that area in mask. They're just Snake Eye. Yeah.
You got recognized out of mask too, though,
Yes.
because of your vest.
'Cause of
Because
my
you wear
vest.
your vest and mask, and people would be like, "Are you Fiddy and the Cobra?
I won't tell anybody.
I won't tell anybody it's you." Oh, it looks like a decision has been made.
Whoa, Tequila Mockingbird.
What?
On my, you can't see it on yours. Tequila contributed 14,000 channel points.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Goblin. You really want me out in those city streets, huh?
Yeah. City Streets is our
City
winner.
streets it is.
Our vibe and setting have been chosen. Now we need more music to power our forward marching.
I actually have the perfect song to power forward marching, especially since I might put this one on the new album.
I'm going to remember to mute my mic.
You can't mute your mic?
I've just
Oh, from the Focusrite, yes. On we march to the battle drum, through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum, until the war is won. On we march to the battle drum, through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum, until the war is won. Left, right, keep horizon line in sight. Walk until you see the light, don't give up the fight. Right, left, pay attention to your breath. Don't get lost in thoughts of death, don't give up just yet. On we march to the battle drum, through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum, until the war is won. On we march to the battle drum, through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum, until the war is won. I know that you are tired, I know your body's sore. I know it doesn't seem like there's a reason anymore. The fight is getting harder, It seems to be no end, but as long as we are fighting, then it means that we are dead. So on we march to the battle drum, the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum until the war is won. On we march to the battle drum through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum until the war is won. On we march to the battle drum through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum until the war is won. On we march to the battle drum through the dark of night till the morning comes. On we march to the battle drum till the war is won. How'd you feel about that version? I didn't intend for it to be like that until I started singing.
I got a little bit of setup to get me back to mic.
Yeah,
ready.
to get you in your mic spot. We forgot to put the tape on.
Yeah, it's okay. I generally know where it needs to be at. I like that song a lot. That version specifically, I don't know if that fits on the record, but
Yeah.
I genuinely love that song. I mean, I think I said this to you last night. I'm pretty sure it was last night. The days are blending together. That it reminds me of it's not the same as that song.
Yeah,
It's the
you
same
specifically
world in
compared
my
it
head.
to
The Rankin Bass, Lord of the Rings.
yes. Does anybody know the song Where There's a Whip, There's a Way from the Rankin Bass Lord of the Rings cartoon? Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way.
I was saying that scene, if you had put this version of the song, especially the one that's on the album, you guys haven't heard the album version yet, but that version of it that Kate's been working on would sound really good over top of that scene. But again, I don't know if it fits on the record though.
You're right. It might not make it. I like it a lot too, but yeah, the rest of the album has definitely like a different vibe.
Yeah.
So far, we've got Riot Girl in the City Streets, which I think align very well.
Yep. Those are
I
great.
think, yeah, for the songs that I have available so far that I've been working on, I think it makes total sense.
We love a riot in the streets. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Who doesn't love the police?
Oh.
The police do not like riots in the streets. The police are like, "Hey, could you cut that out? We're trying to create a fascist dictatorship here."
Did I hear you saying that you weren't going to include marching song on the album?
Is that a problem?
As Goblin Executive Order Maker, I order make you must include the song. There is nothing more rock and roll than bravely facing another day and carrying on.
It's not that song isn't good, TG. It just doesn't really fit in with everything else Kate's been working on, you know?
You're going to let him speak like this to me? The GEO of Total Recording Awesome Studio House?
Yeah, what? About reality?
How dare you?
Aren't you supposed to be telling the audience about the choices they could be making, TG?
Aren't you supposed to be making the music I tell you to?
Make such a mess with this stuff. Moxie Buttercup is here to tell us about the latest album from Trash, coming out on October 31st by Kate Nix. October 31st is close. How are you feeling about that deadline?
Well, I do wish Kate had a little more of the record done, but I think I think we're on track. I hope we're on track.
Previously on Laser Mission.
What do you just see? Who fell out of the tree? You have potential, Manuel.
Behold, for we have reached brandy lands with lake, whereupon its glassy surface will reveal our comrades 3 choices for the hair and makeup style. The first choice, big hair, big eye. Big floofy hairs, big ol' eye makeup. Enough said. The second choice, vintage vamp. inspired by the starlet of the golden age of the silver screen. And the third choice, Sleek and Shine, a modern take on the shimmery facial fashion of Y2K.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that last one. The first two are more my speed.
Now the goblins decide the speed.
Well, we've got Riot Girl in the city streets so far. Personally, I feel like Big Hair, Big Eyes is the best matchup.
Yeah, but you just look so good in that vintage vamp stuff.
Yeah, it's how I've been painting my face for the last 10 years. So, like, I think it's how I look to people. Like, the vintage makeup.
More reminiscent of the burlesque days.
Yeah,
before.
like, I still kind of do that today. I'm wearing something I would have worn in my burlesque times right now. I want to be.
Hair, right? And like the,
yeah, this was very popular. This was a popular motif for me.
You wouldn't be wearing anything.
This and a hairpiece. This and a big ass long blonde ponytail.
Yeah, a couple of pasties.
And a marching band outfit that Margot Starlux owns now. Almost said Margot Robbie. My good friend Margot Robbie. You're right, Grace. I think sometimes I think of myself as just like looking more vintage than modern. Just like facially, I feel like my face looks better with vintage makeup than modern makeup, but I do love a glossy brown Victoria's Secret smoky eye. Like, that's the kind of only modern makeup that I will do. Oh, what have this been decidings? Wow, the sleek and shiny. Well?
Yep, sleek and shiny it is.
Sleek and shiny it is. I guess it does match the city streets. That makes sense.
Yeah, you'll just blend right into the
I'll just blend right into the surroundings. No one will even peer at me.
Yeah.
I'll simply meld into the face of a glass wall, and they'll be like, what is that? Some sort of expressionist mural? Oh no, it's a human woman. Yeah, I'll just blend right into the city of Lancaster, the historic city of Lancaster County.
Just stand against that Central Market wall. We'll be good to go.
Well, that means we only need one more song to finish out the game, right?
Who told you that? Where is our source?
What? No, TG, there's no source.
It was the spies, I knew it. Mariah warned me about this.
No, TG, it's mental math. I just did the math. 4 minus 3 equals 1.
Oh, whew. I thought there was a leak from HQ. Math is not my strong suit. It's because I don't have a mental, I think.
I guess that makes sense. A brain is a bit too big to fit into a kazoo.
No, I have brain.
But you just said...
She have brain, I have brain. How dare you, frog? I could have you fired.
TG, you've only had this record label for a week, and already you've gone mad with power.
No, I'm not mad with power. I'm happy with power. It's very different.
Yeah, whatever. You can't fire me anyway. I have tenure. Huh.
Well, if we're just making up words, I have 11 year.
How about I'll play a song and we move this game along?
Yeah, you out here rhyming like that girl.
Yeah, you know me. I got the... Listen, 11 year I think makes perfect sense. TG has every right. Because I'm still not sure what tenure means myself. I know it means you can't get fired, but I don't know why the word is made. I don't know the etymology.
Yeah, why 10 is in the word.
Why it's tenure.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was like 10 year. Like my whole life, I thought it meant like, oh, if you work at a school for 10 years, you get tenure because you've been working there for 10 years. And it was just some like oldie English thing that got blended together like various other words in the English language.
I just learned the etymology about woman, like.
How it came from wife man.
From with, yeah.
Yeah.
With, W-I-F without the E, yeah. And all that, I was like, whoa, had no idea.
Okay, so it's not just me. Other people think 10 year.
Whoa.
I am not the only goblin on this earth who thinks 10 year means you've been working somewhere for 10 years. Grace, you're a teacher. Tell me how I'm wrong. While I sang this song to you, tell me why I'm wrong. reason. Wanna wait around for more. You tell me that you love me. You tell me I'm adored. But your actions speak much louder than your money can afford. Won't be silent, I will not lay down. I said I won't be quiet. Now listen to the sound. I'm sure you think you know me. You're a pretty little clown. But I am no one's fool. You're here, so stop fooling around. Money talks, bullshit walks. So you can say you're sorry, but it's still your fault. Yeah, you promise, sure you're honest. You can say you're sorry, but your money won't talk. Yeah, you're sorry, but your money won't talk. I'm finally angry. It has been too long. My soul is sick and hungry from righting all your wrongs. I want to go to sleep, but I have to write this song. 'Cause I'm a survivor and the show must go on. Money talks, bullshit walks. So you can say you're sorry, but it's still your fault. Yeah, you promise, sure you're honest. You can say you're sorry, but your money won't talk. Yeah, you're sorry, but your money won't talk. Yeah, you're sorry. Don't you think it's funny? You can talk, but not your money. Don't you think it's funny that you can talk, but not your money? Oh, money talks, bullshit walks. So you can say you're sorry, but it's still your fault. Yeah, you promise, sure you're honest. You can say you're sorry, but your money won't talk. Yeah, you're sorry, but your money won't talk. Yeah, you're sorry, but your money won't talk. You know, that song, I always have this thought in my head, like when I finish the recording, probably never in 100 years, that during the bridge, the don't you think it's funny? You can talk, but not your money. Don't you think? Like there's like the don't you think it's funny that you can talk, but not your money. I always think that in my head. I don't ever, yeah. Don't you think? Yeah.
This does not sound like this at all.
Yeah.
But you doing that right now brought up memories of Doug and Think Big.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm heavily inspired.
Big.
What is it? Banging on the trash can.
Yeah.
That's the team I was on. Drumming on the street light.
One little voice is
Yeah.
calling me.
A little voice is calling me. But yeah, I always think that when I think of that song, when I play that song.
That reminds me, we talked about doing songs from TV shows. I brought that up as a theme. That would be a perfect show to pull.
Doug
has so many songs that are full length songs because there's like the beats. Released there. There's like they're full songs.
That's true. Are you on right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
I'm just checking. I'm assisting. I'm just assisting. I'm just assisting.
I'm getting a message from HQ.
What now?
They are saying to remind people that the tip goal tonight is going to be the advertising budget.
TG, we know. Every dollar made today is going to be spent on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify ads, and depending on how much we make, it could be spent on flyers or even print advertisements. We don't need to be reminded.
Whatever you say, Kate Nick.
Before we embark on the last leg of our journey, why don't we stop at a roadside stand for some of that juice?
Catchphrase!
No, I'm sure.
Hello, I'm Karn with a K, and that says book with the K. That's good. Do I need to do another one?
Do you think you could look at the camera on this next take?
What's this for again?
Thank you for calling the Tippogoblin Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for today?
To all those among you with Amazon Prime who want to contribute but can't spare a dime, your Prime account links up to Twitch in a snap, so you can subscribe without spending your cash. It's easy and simple, just a few clicks away. So show your support by subscribing today. Oh, but just one more thing. You have to come back and resubscribe next month. I tried to put a spell on Jeff Bezos to make it so that the Prime subscriptions would reoccur monthly, but unfortunately he put the underground market where I get my imp wings out of business, so this is how it has to be for now. Thank you for understanding and being here. Much appreciated for your patronage. Have a good night. Bezos, you little bitch.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Schaefer the Dark Lord, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to another edition of Around the Globe, where we wrap up the recent action in the world of the gorgeous ladies of burlesque.
We need a gimmick.
Yeah, hit me with your best shot.
I can be the human thermometer. I can tell the temperature in any hole. Well, I think I went the wrong direction. Or we could be the menstrual maniacs. It's always that time of the month.
Hit it.
I'll smile on her face. She's married an artist with a heart so fresh and torn. A Lorelei sister and the sunglasses she wore. And now my love, my love, my love. I love you like rain calls does. I love, my love, my love, my love.
All right, we'll get you down with that. We'll get your information. I'm going to pass you along to one of our representatives. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you. Come on, you got this. Yep, you almost there. You're so close.
Do not help me.
I'm not trying to help.
Do not try to help me.
Nobody help. Nobody help. You got this. Come on. Come on, make it happen. Come on, get it. Gonna crush it. You're gonna look like fools when this is done. Got it.
Get wrecked!
Got it. Get wrecked.
Get wrecked!
Get
Everybody
wrecked.
can get
Got
wrecked! I
him.
got the phone by myself!
Got him.
Hello, thank you for calling the Tip a Goblin Telethon, where your donations lead to our creations. How much can I put you down for today?
It sounds a lot like they hung up. I'm hearing the dial tone.
Welcome back, everyone. We are almost at our last location in Brandyland, the goofy little game for goofy little folk rockers, where y'all get to decide the visual look of the album cycle and what it's going to be. This won't just affect the album cover, it will also affect the promotional images and the styling of any music videos. So, TG, tell us where we're at. What's the final step?
We are approaching Camp Closet, where we will lay eyes upon the what style of clothing Kate will be wearing on the cover of her 9th studio release.
Yay! I'm wearing clothes! I was getting a little nervous there.
I mean, we could still include this option.
No, those days are behind me. Or are they? No, they are. Or are they? I'm just kidding. Or am I?
Our options are feral fairy feminist, the retro future of pop, and classic rock. Each has its own unique feel. The first, a chaotic conglomeration of punk rock and pixie. The second, a snapshot of a sparkling musical future through the lens of the past. And the third, taking its inspiration from 70s glam rock with a classic pin-up
That's
twist.
just Drew Barrymore.
What do you, yeah. So, Drew Barrymore is a vibe in the 90s.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just didn't realize that Drew Barrymore until right now. You know?
Drew Barrymore looked like a little vampire in that picture.
She did. Was that from one of her, like...
I assume it was from a role, but it could have been from her bad girl era.
Well, she was a bad girl in all the movies she was
She
cast
was
in
a
the
bad
90s.
girl in all the movies.
Yeah.
Anyway, TG, I'm sorry I doubted you. All of these choices have been really great. Thank you for trying to make this fun for me.
Goblin, I am not going to tell you not to feel the scary feelings you are feeling about making a new album. You are allowed to have them. It's scary making art in today's world. So much selling and telling and yelling. I know you are tired. I can feel it.
You can still feel my feelings?
Of course, Kate Nix. I am a part of you. That is why all of these choices for the Goblin Hood are what they are. I am here to make easier, not harder. It's hard enough for you already.
Thanks, TG. I really appreciate that.
Well, they have already brought us to a decision.
The goblins?
The goblins have acquired feral, fairy, feminist. Triple F.
All right, then. I guess I am a fairy feral feminist wearing sleek and shiny makeup in the city streets, and the graphic design around me will be Riot Girl zine inspired. All right.
Hey, for the people, by the people.
That's true. Thanks, the people.
Yeah, thanks, people.
By the way, I made a little adaptations to the next song. The team back at HQ love your tunes, but they really want to be able to sing along to this one. So I translated the song into their native language to make it easier for them. Good luck, Goblin Princess.
Okay. Well, just to the team back at Total Recording Awesome Studio House. First, I didn't write this song. I just played it a lot in the early days of the lounge. But I guess this one's for you.
trusted a man once, all the way. What did it get
That's
me?
cool.
I carry the memory around with me.
Oh.
Permanently.
Oh. Technically, I'm a snake, so.
Doesn't it make you sick?
Sure.
Welcome back. We're just getting ready to review all of your Facebook posts from early middle school.
I did not, but you know what I think it's time for is some mind reading with Moxie. What do you say?
My brain is a steel trap.
Let's see if we can't fix that. All right, Moxie, I have here a deck of cards. I'm gonna shuffle them up and we're gonna use them to choose your card. Now, before this trick, I made a little prediction up here. We'll see if we can't get connected mentally speaking. Are you ready?
Wait, what? When did that get in there?
You'll see. Are you ready?
Yes.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right there?
Yes.
All right, now, Moxie, I can't see what this card is, but we're gonna show you. We're gonna show all of the viewers at home. And now, Moxie, you'll remember that?
Yes, I can remember.
My eyes have been shut this whole time, but my mind has been open all along. Moxie, what was the card?
The 8 of Hearts.
The 8 of Hearts?
Wow! What?
That's what I call mind reading with Moxie.
What? That's wild!
High five. We'll see you next week and every week forever. Bye-bye.
Bye!
Stupendous. They love this, Goblin.
I pronounced everything correctly?
That is not the point, Nix. You tried, and it was appreciated. I have to bring these results back to the team so we can get the schemings in play.
So, I did
See you
pronounce
at the
something
photo
wrong?
shoot.
Okay, bye. Did I not pronounce the wrong words wrong?
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Okay,
That's TG for you.
I guess. I did my best. I've never spoken Googling before.
Well, I mean, you are married to a goob, so.
A goob? That's
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, that's me.
All right. I've realized I forgot to put the lyrics in this. And I have to look them up because I remembered before that I don't actually know the lyrics. I don't actually know the lyrics to the song that I wrote so many years ago. I think I've sung it so many times, it just all blends together. God, I wish that I could sell out, fully endorsed. I'm off my horse, I just wanna make some money. Why can't somebody see I'd be a perfect face for their brand of deception? No hidden intentions. I'm tired of being poor. Baby, I'm off my horse. I'm off my horse. God, I wish that I could sell out, all expenses paid for a simple serenade. I just wanna live happy, Somebody slapped me with a contract and a car. $1 million deal, or at least a few meals. I'm just tired of being poor. Baby, I'm off my horse. I'm off my horse. And I'm not being facetious, good friend. I'd be a pretty business expense. Just a couple lines of law and a pen. I'm yours until the fiscal year ends. God, I wish that I could sell out a radio spot or two. It's all I'd have to do to pay the doctor what I owe, and my rent and my phone, just enough to live. I might not be perfect, but I think I deserve this. I'm tired of being poor. Baby, I'm off my horse. I'm off my horse. I can't find my horse. I'm off my horse. I wrote that song 14 years ago. 13 years ago? 14 years ago. And for 14 years, I have been wishing and wanting and waiting to sell out, to be guided by some kind of mentor or master or something. And when I first wrote it, I thought it was because I was looking for opportunities that would never come. But as I've gotten older, I realized that it's not that the opportunities aren't there. I have made connections. Thank you. I've had press coverage. I had an interview on the BBC back in 2012. I've gotten some pretty big breaks. And I always end up back here, by myself, on my own. When I say, I wish I could sell out, I mean, I wish I was capable of selling out. I wish I was capable of completing my mission. Carol, what's going on? Is everything all right?
Yeah, I got that too, Carol. Moxie just finished the final mix on the first single. Very first one. I'm loading the computer right now.
Moxie finished the final mix? Wow, she was out doing interviews all day. When did she have the time?
The little homie moth works fast.
Yeah, I can't believe we're already about to debut the first single. It's unprecedented, but we know you man it. Devil's best advocate, better than feeling the feelings, lead 'em to the slaughter. Feed its sons and daughters, least there's bread and water. Better than feeling the feelings, misery, less company. but I am so alone. Searching for a scrap of serotonin on my phone. I just want you to admit that you actually give a shit. You can't pretend you're over it, but I'm not taking chances, considering current circumstances. Master misdirection, profit from protection, stage an insurrection. Better than feeling the feelings, run and tell your mama. Blame it on the drama. Yeah, you know you wanna. Better than feeling the feelings, misery loves company, but you are not alone. Searching for a scrap of serotonin on your phone. What will it take to admit that you actually give a shit? You can't pretend you're over it, but I'm not taking chances, considering current circumstances.
Oh yes, we've always suspected that the respect you've expected has been dependent on whether you benefit to reflect it. A now convenient deflection without a previous mention says your perceived persecution is a recent invention that you invoke when inspected to keep your ego protected from ever having to answer to any actual question. Instead of getting defensive, your evidence is selective. I get the sense you're impressed with yourself for spreading some message. Self-righteous bias confirmation is mistaken for the truth, and heads are in the sand demanding we awaken.
Misery loves company, so you are not alone. Trying to find connection to the screenings on your phone. Brace yourself and just admit that you actually give a shit. You can't pretend you're over it, but I'm not taking chances, considering current circumstances.
Wow. Looks like we might actually finish this thing after all.
Please like, and subscribe.
We can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before. We say goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. I know we are sad to watch you go. We'll see you in the comments down below.
I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too, Moxie.